I'm not one that's really picky when it comes to watching movies. I've been watching movies obsessively pretty much my entire life. I mean, I'll watch pretty much anything. I've always thought I've had a rather strange taste in films until my redheaded devil wife made me watch some of her favorite films. A weird collection of horror and comedy that makes me question her sanity. This is Weird Movies My Wife Makes Me Watch. Rocket Man from 1997 is a strange film for Disney to put out, and they must think so too because they still have not put this on Disney+. I got this one for Autumn for Christmas. She said that this is like a childhood classic for her and her sister, but this isn't really an easy one to find. There is a Blu-ray 20th anniversary edition that's out of print and goes for a little too much money, but the only place I could even find the DVD in stock was from Best Buy, and unfortunately it's 4:3, so it's not in the original aspect ratio, so parts of the film are cropped out. Come on Disney, this disc was made within a time frame for you to put a rewards code featuring artwork from Coco, Star Wars, and Thor. You could have gave us the original aspect ratio. The film opens up with a kid playing astronaut in a dryer as it turns on. Okay, starting kind of strong with this one. In the UK, they actually had to cut this scene out for it to get a PG rating. Wait a minute, is his mom fucking Shelley Duvall?
The people always shout, John Jacob Dingle!
Stay away from me!
Okay. Anyway, we cut to 23 years later at NASA when a pilot simulation crashes and fails.
Get me the name of the guy that wrote this software!
That pretty much sums up the humor of this movie. The lead Fred Randall is played by Harlan Williams. I personally have really come to like him and his comedy. He's a pretty weird guy. I mean, he literally did an entire stand-up special on top of a mountain in the middle of the desert with no audience pre the 19th.
Hey! Get out of here! I'm doing a texting joke here! Ah! Oh, you want another one? Huh? You want a juicy? Here's a juicy wing. Yours, Crow.
Harlan is just one of those guys that you really never know if it's just an act and he's like on all the time, or if he's genuinely this bizarre of a dude. But either way, I wish this guy would have gotten more work in film. I did find out looking more into his filmography that he did direct a feature film in 2010 called Fudgy Wudgy Fudge Face. Yeah, let that title sink in for a little bit. I do love the fact that his pants are the same color as his car. Now that's some style. Not gonna lie though, the scene kind of reminds me of Mr. Bean. Randall is gaming like a true gamer when he realizes people are in his office and then starts to fanboy all over them.
Sweet Alaskan asparagus tips. You're the Mars team.
They think the computer program that Randall made is causing the mission to fail when he argues that it's not the program but the controller. When the astronaut tries to prove that it's the program, he gets got.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
Hey, what's up? Oh, God. I forgot my face cam. We did the, Human Centipede 3 stream today, where we finished watching the Human Centipede trilogy, and that was a thing. I am in the Discord chat if anybody wants to jump in on the Discord chat. We are playing some modern 8-rack. If you don't know what 8-rack is at this point, I've played it a bunch. It's my favorite deck in modern, probably my favorite Magic deck of all time. Your entire plan is to disrupt your opponent. You're a black control deck. You're using cards like Funeral Push, Funeral Charm, Inquisition, Raven's Crime. You're trying to control their hand, put them in Hellbent top deck mode, while also cleaning up their board. And they're using cards like the Rack or Shrieking Affliction to get the game in. We have also cards like Urza Saga, Mishura's Factory that we can create creatures and attack in with. And we just have this whole mono black package. We're trying to 1-for-1 our opponent, occasionally 2-for-1ing them, or occasionally a 3-for-1ing them. Really, it's a 4-for-1 because we got to do the smallpox thing too. But we are using cards like Orcish Bowmasters to ping the board, Urza Saga to hit their lands and stuff with. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'm just going to get into some games. I don't know if simple, straightforward is the right answer, but I'm just going to get in some games, play some 8-rack, and only tier 1 decks, please. Well, 8-rack's never going to be a tier 1 deck. If you want to watch any of my watch-alongs with me when I do these movie watch-along streams, you can head over to twitch.tv/themix/ follow me over there. Turn on your bell notification to be notified anytime I go live, and we'll hang out over there if you want. And we watch through movies. We finished the Human Centipede trilogy. That's what we've been doing the last 3 weeks. Next week we're going to do Cannibal Holocaust. So getting in some hardcore movies. All the highlights from those streams have been uploaded or being uploaded a week behind on my other channel. There's a link in the description down there as well. But yeah, how's everybody's Friday going? Hopefully it's going pretty good. What's up, Torvis? How it goes? I just realized I have buddies only turned on. Let's try that again. How's it going, Torvis? Happy Friday. I will say real quick, there is a pure Pauper tournament happening. This is a Pauper tournament with no supplemental sets. So, or core Pauper is what it's kind of been changed to. I'm trying to sign up for the event. That Melee website will not let me. Need more coffee? Gotcha. I'm almost out of mine too. I'm trying to sign up for it, but it is not letting me. I have to create an account because I've never been on there. This hand is not the worst, I guess. Bowmasters, Shield's Edict. Sure. I mean, turn 1 Raven's Crime's not very exciting, but we have turn 2. We can throw down Saga and hold up Bowmasters and start creating tokens if we want. So it's not like the worst thing ever. We also see what our opponents, what they're kind of up to here. Silver Bluff Bridge into Ornithopter? And Tormod's Crypt. Oh, is this like that eggs deck? So we can kind of see what's going on here. Thoughtseize would be nice. Nope. Okay. Just going Raven's Crime, you pass. Hold up Bowmasters. Hold up Bowmasters and Shieldred's Sharon's Edict. Soldier's Companion. Is just this affinity? I don't know about this matchup, my friends. I don't know how this one will go. Maybe we can bring in Void Mirror, stop all their 0 drops. Yeah, it's probably what we'll do. Just bring in Void Mirror. What's up, Bull? What's up, Matt? Thank you for calling me strong. I appreciate it. I appreciates it. But yeah, so I think next turn we're just going to throw down Urza's Saga and go. Yeah. Let's just, we could put him in top deck mode though. Sacrifice, regenerate. We could just start pitching some of these factories and empty hand them. Then put them in top deck mode to start trying to control the board a bit. Just saying, that is an option. We pitch a factory and a silent clearing to do that with, and then we still have Saga next turn. I don't hate that, honestly. I bought Tron last night. What version of Tron are you going with? Like mono green or... I do have the Discord open. If anyone wants to hop in and chat on stream, they're more welcome to. But as for the core Pauper tournament that's happening, I want to sign up for it, but the mono green right on. Not bad Tron blue. But the core Pauper thing, like, I can't get it to, like, I can't get Melee to let me create an account to sign up for it. So I don't know what the deal is there, like what's happening. Does anybody else know if they're like Melee is having like a problem? Pitch silent clearing. I mean, silent clearing's a redraw, but I'd rather have Mashura's Factory. Dude sold for 300. That's not bad. It's a little data. I need to grab a few extra cards. Had 3 1 rings in it, so that's over half right there. Yeah, you can't complain about that. Put them in top deck mode. Then next turn we can hold up. We play Urza Saga, hold up Bowmasters and Edict. Actually, I might hold up factory. I feel like we made the right decision to make them Ravens crime a bunch. I feel like we made the right decision there. The idea is like put them in top deck mode. I don't know if there's a lot of draw power in this version of Affinity. I could be very wrong. But like Thoughtcast is not legal in this format, so I think that's probably pretty good to make them do that, and then we can start trying to control the board afterwards. But yeah, congrats, Matt, on getting Mono Green Tron. I kind of want to build it. Keyword there is kind of, though. You know what I mean? Getting in for 2? Sure. Yeah, honestly, I think we just throw down... Want to grab a couple Generosant? They're really cheap. They are very cheap. I like people are playing that now. I know, like, those are actually being played. Like, I've seen Troll of Khazad-dûm also in Modern. So there's 2 things we can do here. We can either, 1, play Saga, start making Saga tokens, or we can play Factory and make Factory a better blocker sooner. And I think the answer is Saga. Throw down Saga. We can start trying to make tokens. We can throw in Bowmasters. We hold up Bowmasters, or we can Sheoldred's Edict them. My God, I cannot talk. The thing is they have this welding jar, but like it's not going to be that insanely good. Well, specifically in Tron, yeah, I figured. So, let's just pass. See what they do. Another Tormod script? Sure. I actually think you probably should have popped one of those Tormod crypts. I feel like you should have popped one of those Tormod crypts earlier. I didn't realize it was on the field necessarily. I think I would have done that. I guess on the first retrace. I guess they never get priority, right? I don't know. Let's flash in this Bowmasters. I'm just going to ping them. I don't know. I guess, like, how would the priority break down there? I guess you would pitch to retrace it. And then it would go on the... I'm not entirely sure how that would break down on the stack, to be honest with you. I didn't pay enough attention. I might have to go back and look to see if they had a chance to do anything in response. I think I'm just going to throw down this Mishira's Factory and pass. We'll start clogging up the board. Sure, they have a flyer, which is annoying, but... might be able to, like, out-pressure them. Sure. I imagine they still get in with Frogmite, which I'm totally fine with. Make a token. Make a token. Let's just get a rack. Play a swamp. Pass turn. They take 3 from the rack. Honestly, they start holding up cards, so we're just going to flashback Raven's Crime. Nope, they're just going to play it all out. Not a very good idea. Wow, that's aggressive. How does this thing work? Another assembly work against +1/+1. Makes it a 4/4. I'm just going to chump. I don't feel like there's any reason to because of Welding Jar to us to go down a creature that really matters that much. You know what I mean? Okay, this could get interesting. We could smallpox them. We lose one of ours, though. Curious to see what they do here. They do have the Welding Jar. Sure. Hmm. The problem is smallpox only just gets rid of a creature. So I'm just gonna pass. Now you edict the Mirror Enforcer. Well, I can't edict it because they just edict the Ornithopter instead, which feels like kind of a waste. But I'm probably just gonna. I'm just gonna make them do it now, so they can't just reanimate it with this Welding Jar. Sure. I don't know why why did they activate Tormod's Crypt in response to that? That feels weird. They must have something they can equip to Ornithopter. What does this thing do again? Okay, so they have the Nettle Sentinelist for the Ornithopter. This is a really aggressive attack. I'm assuming that's an activated ability. Hold on. Is Welding Jar an activated ability? I gotta know. It's not popping up. I'm just gonna say Welding Jar. Animate. This should be about game, right? I don't think there's a way they cut it that they survive the rack. What do we get sideboard wise? It's like Path to Peril, I guess. They're just gonna take it and die. Respectable. Alright, I think Void Mirror is fine here. Extra Fatal Push I think is good too. Pithing Needles could be okay. I'm not like crazy about it. Dampening Sphere could be funny. Just because all their 0 drops start costing more. But I don't think it's that big of a deal because we're not getting Dampening Sphere out like turn 1, right? I think Path to Peril's fine. I don't like Edict as much in this matchup. It's just not going to hit as much, I don't think. I think Funeral Charm is probably not the best. Um, spell bombs not really needed. Oh, wrench mine's pretty bad too, right? Well, if that's the case, what else can we bring in? I guess we could bring in one Shield's Edict. I'd rather have that, I think, over Funeral. Funeral Charm just doesn't kill anything of theirs. I guess we could bring in the other Pithing Needle. Yeah, why not? I'll just bring in the other Pithing Needle. We'll try it like this. See what happens. Alright, what we got going on here? Swamp, Urza Saga, Mishra's Factory, Void Mirror. Yeah, this is good. We get to Inquisition them turn 1. I wish we could Void Mirror them, but that's not gonna be the case. Jesus. Might not even get to Inquisition them. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're gonna get the Thought Monitor next turn. Yikes. It's a pretty good hand. And Soldier's Companion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, so there'll be one shy of Sojourner's Companion. Yikes, man. That's crazy. I guess they could top deck a 0-drop. Alright, I'll just scoop to that. Okay. Well, how the fuck do we beat this then on that hand like that? I think we just run it back. I think I might want to take the play here. Man, I feel like we had a really strong hand too, but well, they can put like 7 cards into play on turn 2. Not a lot we can do with that, even with Void Mirror in hand. Um, do I take the play, yes or no? We're not going to take the play. Keep it old school. I would like this hand if we had a second land for Smallpox. I'm going to roughly keep this. Let's see if they go down to 5. We kept 6. See how crazy their turn 1 play is. Just Ornithopter and Welding Jar? Sure. I was hoping that would be a land. Okay. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they get a land. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we take Frogmite this turn. And then I hope we top deck a land to take Thought Monitor with. Because then we can Thought Monitor, we can Thought Seize the Thought Monitor and then Fatal Push something. Regenerate does not work on sack effects, which is worth noting. If you sacrifice it, does not regenerate it. I believe that's how that works. Whew, thank God. Okay. I'm just gonna Raven's Crime him. Let's get him empty-handed. There's a land. I want to land here really bad. Okay. I don't want to. I don't want a smallpox. I want to start doing this because this is how we race them potentially. We have the Fatal Push, which I know they have the Welding Jar. All right, let's pass. Intense. I'm not sure what that attack was. We get a Shadow Sphere instead. I should play Mishira's Factory there instead of this Saga because I want to equip Shadow Sphere next turn. I'm not sure what they get that stops this race from happening. Um, cool, got there. They just took it. Got there. That game 2 was crazy though. I don't know what's right if you take the play or not. I think it's one of those ones you just hope they don't have the Nutsoid hand. Or you have like a early like interactive piece. This hand is sketch as shit because of the one Urza Saga. Instead of being another land. I'm going to keep it, but I'm not sure about this one. They went to 6 on this one. Triome. Alright, let's Inquisition you. Swamp. Swamp would be my favorite draw here. Or Borg, but preferably Swamp. I'll take Dismembered, I guess. I'll take a Dismember. Inquisition you. Violent Outburst, Mystical Dispute. The spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a blue spell. Huh. So, Rhinos? Alright, now I'd really like to get... I'm assuming some kind of Rhinos. Let's say, yeah, now I'd really like to get my hands on another, well, definitely another Swamp, but another, card. Shock in the Steam Vents. The Crashing Footfalls. Why'd you shock in Steam Vents? The problem is that we don't top deck something to get rid of this Violent Outburst. They can just hit us with that. Oh, Wrench Mind. How you are late to the party, my friend. This is not the best matchup for us. Void Mirror comes in. That's about it. Void Mirror, Fatal Push. Path to Peril. That's about all we got. I don't know what 2 of their 3 cards are. Draw another Bowmasters, which sucks. We're not going to get any land here. I'm just going to flash in. It doesn't really matter that much. I'm just going to scoop. We're not getting out of this. Alright. Void Mirror, yes. Path to Peril, yes. Fatal Push, yes. Out Spell Bomb. Out Funeral Charm. Funeral Charm can get him on the upkeep, right? I'm going to go out Bowmasters, actually. I think Bowmasters is very good here. And then we can go out... Could go out a Pithing Needle. It's not going to be doing a whole lot this game. Spellbomb, they're a Cascade deck. I did take out Spellbomb. What's Spellbomb going to do? They're the Rhinos Cascade. No. Still don't want to be first. I do want to mulligan this. I would love this hand if it was more like if you were a swamp and you were a swamp. I would love this hand more. I'll keep, but it's not the most exciting hand. It's keep and bottom. Guess you. I sent that a while ago. I thought they might be living in deck. I was wrong. Yeah, I kind of thought that too for a second. Damn, I was hoping they didn't realize it was their turn. Oh, I smell Pierce. Spell Pierce here. I'm okay if you spell Pierce this. Subtlety? What does Subtlety do again? Flash flying enters battlefield, choose up to one target creature or planeswalker its owner's foot. Okay. The Fire Ice card is so annoying. Damn. That sucks because we top deck the Void Mirror. Because they can probably fire it off. They probably can fire it off next round. We found our tech, but doesn't matter because of fucking Fire Ice. Well, I can't imagine they don't just have like Shardless Agent or something here. If it's Shardless Agent, I'll just scoop. We're too slow to beat the Rhinos. Shadow Sphere is interesting. All right. That's all we got. Is this a counter spell or it's a violent outburst in response? All right, we're not going to scoop quite yet. Obviously, top deck like Path to Peril would be really good for obvious reasons. Yeah, Path to Peril would be really good, especially if they tap out. Fatal Push would be good. All right, Path to Peril would be really good. Not. Just kidding. Fatal Push isn't bad, though. I definitely did not play around Fatal Push, though. I mean, Blood Moon. I was not expecting Blood Moon. Oh, what could we have done to play around Blood Moon, though, right? I was going to say Boseiju and pass. Its channel abilities and activated ability, so they can't get rid of this Void Mirror. Just got to find a way to clean up this last little Rhino, which we have plenty of ways. We just got to find them. Blood Moon's annoying, though, I gotta say. That one hurts. Smallpox would be a really good draw. I mean, Swamp for Smallpox would be a really good draw for us. As long as I don't have a counterspell. Was not expecting Reclamation Sage being a card. Okay, that's probably going to be game then. Because now we can't even Smallpox away the Rhino. Alright, well, that's how that goes sometimes. Sometimes you're in a game, and sometimes your opponent's playing solitaire. Rhinos is not the best matchup for us. I mean, we have sideboard tech for sure. I mean, Chalice would be pretty good instead of Void Mirror, just because you can get him early. You know what I mean? This hand is not very good. So I'm going to mulligan this one. This is a hand that exists. I think it's worth mulliganing. Yikes. It just keeps getting worse, don't it? We both went to 5. I'm going to keep this and hope we just draw. Just hope we draw something halfway decent. If we just top deck a land, I think we'll be okay. Let's turn 1 draw a Thoughtseize or Inquisition, and then turn 2 draw a land. Not a very good one. We do have the Fatal Push and the Dismember, though. But if they just go, like, fetch land into Renin 6, like, I don't know what we're supposed to do with that. Okay. Enchantress. Alright. Let's draw a land for this Bowmasters. Come on. There we go. Yeah, if you're going to be Enchantress... Hmm. We could have Smallpox there. I don't think I want to, though. Can't target because it has Shroud. Activated abilities cost 2 more. Okay, sure. Or at least negating that ability. Man, I want to top deck a land so bad here. Please let me top deck a land. Okay, no, that works. Looks like you have the deck running smooth, going to bail, as I'm not a modern boy nowadays. Far too expensive. Solved. Yeah, air quotes. Do love your content and 8-rack forever and miss Slithering Death old 1.5? What's that one? Yeah, Torvis, thanks for hanging out though. I get it. Yeah, modern is crazy expensive now. I get it completely. But have a good rest of your day, buddy. Thanks for hanging out while you did. Sorry if it took me a while to get that comment. I'm kind of in this game. I like Enchantress. I've not had good luck with it, but I like the deck. So I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? I think I'm just gonna hold up this other Bowmasters. I don't even think it's worth like Ravens criming, trying to keep them hellbent. I think it's just like, just keep Raven criming them. You know what I mean? What did they tap the mana for? Oh, because of their own suppression field. That's interesting. I wish we had some kind of other way to remove their stuff. I don't really have anything for this matchup, honestly. I have stuff we can probably cut. Might bring in like Collective Brutality. I don't know. I guess we could bring in Path to Peril. Probably just bring in Path to Peril. I guess it just depends on what we cut. I imagine they have Leyline of Sanctity. I'd be so super surprised if they don't. Which is going to be very hard for us to beat. Which I might consider that. I might consider that in mind of like when we go to sideboard. Okay, Leyline Binding. You're going to eat the token? No, you're going to eat the regular guy? Sure. Maybe you got like a lightning bolt for the orc token. Sure. Enchantress Presence. That one's pretty good. You don't get to gain a life off that one, though. Bowmasters is obviously going to be an MVP for this matchup. For obvious reasons. Nothing has Shroud now, which is pretty cool. On Thin Ice. What does On Thin Ice do? Trying to put him in a situation. Okay, they just scooped to that. I'm trying to put him in a situation where that On Thin Ice is kind of worthless. Okay, so Pithing Needle. Maybe we can get hit like Sterling Grove. I don't think Spellbomb's worthwhile here. I am gonna bring in Path of Peril, although it's not the best. I don't think Pithing Needle is that exciting. I guess there's Dampening Sphere. Could be pretty annoying to them, I guess. Just so they can't like multi-spell. Like when they start drawing and stuff, they can't just drop multiple enchantments very well. I guess that's something to consider. I actually like pretty much everything else. I don't know if Dismember is really worth it. I don't think Pithy Needles can be that good in this matchup. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm very wrong. It's hard to tell. I'll leave Pithy Needle in. Man. Hard decisions to make. I guess there's an argument for bringing this other Fatal Push, but I imagine they just give everything Shroud. Which is why I kind of like Path to Peril. I do kind of like Dampening Sphere. Not gonna lie. Let's. I'm gonna cut a Shadow Sphere. Okay, so they don't target. I'm just gonna do this. See what happens here. Let's see what happens. I like and dislike this hand all at once. I'm gonna keep. If we get one more Swamp, I'll be very happy with this hand. Alright, so no Leyline of Sanctity out of the gate. That's pretty good. Abundant Growth, sure. Blood Moon, Solitary Confinement. You have Shroud. I don't care that much, I don't think, about Solitary Confinement. I think Blood Moon is annoying. I don't think Blood Moon's a backbreaker. Unless we get Saga. I feel like Presence is the worst card for us to play around here. Solitary Confinement's a good answer to Bowmasters, though. We really need a top deck of land here. I meant like a black source land. Guess I'll just pass here. Okay. So the last card we know about is Utopia Sprawl. Come on, Black Source. Damn. Like I said, I feel like we get a Black Source. Like, we stick this Lily. Like, I don't know how they beat Liliana. You know what I mean? I know they still have Utopia Sprawl on hand. Come on. Where's that other Black Source, damn it? I don't hate this. I want to play it just so we can have the Sheoldred's Edict, the Sharon Edict up. You know what I mean? Oh, for fuck's sake, just give me the other black. I meant to hold that. Just give me the other Black Source. Come on. I have so many double black spells. It's not even funny. No, because I want to hold up the Sheoldred's Edict. Raven's Crime's not really that impressive here. I think they might have screwed themselves on this Blood Fountain. Well, I don't know. They have like the Abundant Growths and stuff, right? Fava beans. Come on. Where's that second Black Source? Okay, there's that Utopias for all we knew about. Just because I can play it, I guess. I don't know what they have in hand. But I'm just going to say Boseiju. I'm just going to play cards so I don't have to pitch cards to the hand size. You know what I mean? Thank you. All right. We can do one of two things. We can Liliana or we can wrench mine them. I kind of like wrench mining here first. Let's lower their hand size. Let's give them less options per turn to do stuff. Felt like maybe a decent idea. And then we can Liliana plus Liliana. Pass. Next turn we can smallpox. Leyline binding. Lame. Damn. Damn, dog. You hit my Lily. My Lily Bobilly. Oh, that's annoying. Suppression field. Pretty good. Okay. Well, I will just Ravens crime you then. We have no way to get out from beneath this blood moon, so we have to find a rack. Racking is the only way we win. Sterling Grove's annoying. There we go. I don't know if they can search up that's an enchantment with Sterling Grove, but we'll find out. Okay, Enchantress Presence. Well, that's going to be their draw for turn. All right. Liliana? Something? Pithing Needle. Sterling Grove is a mana ability, I think, is how that works. Suppression field, I don't really care about. I'm going to play this and pick Destiny Spinner. I don't know if that's how that works, but that's what I'm going to do. Just doing it as a redraw, I guess. Why didn't you just hold on to the land? You know what I mean? That seems weird to me. Like, I don't know why you just didn't hold on to the land. Obviously, like, Sithis or whatever its name is going to be their best draw. Although they did get rid of... Just hold the land. Why are you not holding land? I feel like you not holding land has been a detriment to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, they have all the mana in the world. The question is can this rack go the distance? Now are you going to start holding land? Because I have Raven's Crimes for days, son. That's definitely annoying. Okay, now we need Bowmasters. Bowmasters obviously is going to be the game-winning draw. Actually, turn off auto yields. We might top deck something. Been through a lot of our deck. Just going to put him back in top deck mode. Yeah, we really need Bowmasters. You gotta be careful because they could mill themselves. Sigil? Yikes. Alright, we don't beat that. Although we have Path to Peril, so I mean there is that. It's not like they have haste. I don't think they have very many with flash. Bowmasters, Bowmasters. Damn it! Inquisition you again. Another leyline binding? That's rude. I imagine they pitch the tower, yeah. Sure. I guess they do have a way to flash in. We really need a top deck. Bowmasters. Bowmaster seriously wins us the game. The fact we haven't gotten one yet is kind of frustrating. We could also just get another rack, but I mean their hand's crazy. Bowmasters, come on, one time, baby. One time, baby. Well, now I don't think even Bowmasters wins us the game here. Any chance they play 2 more enchantments and lose the game? Okay, they get rid of one of their own prismatic endings. Smart. We could just top deck another Path to Peril. And then they just lose the game by milling themselves. That is an option we have. Path to Peril, let's go. Damn. A little late to the party there. 2, 4. They skip their draw step though. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, how funny would Path to Peril be? Come on, one time. One time. One time. I can only mill him for 3. All right. Damn, son. What did I say? Davey in? Dwayne 33, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Hope you enjoyed the content. Yeah. So wish we had Ratchet Bomb. Let's bring in the other Fatal Push. Actually, let's bring in the other Path to Peril. I'm gonna cut a Liliana out. Close game. We were very close on that one. Man, you know what I mean? A lot of things we like, but several things we don't like. Man, Bowmasters we trust, right? This is probably a mulligan-worthy hand. Okay. I guess not. The double Leyline of Sanctity, though, I don't think we're going to be able to play around very well. Oh, they kept a greedy hand. Hmm. Yeah, they kept a greedy hand. Oh no. The shame scoop. They kept the greedy leyline hand. All right, let's do one more. We'll do one more. And then I'll have to bounce for today. Nope. Okay. I'll keep this. I don't know what we bought him here. I just bought him Raven's Crime. Raven's Crime's really good, but I think it's the weaker of the bunch. I definitely like having 3 lands here. I didn't realize I clicked to go first. Well, my bad. That was not my intention. Okay. This hand. Let's take Grief away from them. Bowmasters is really good in this matchup. I didn't realize this is going to be Living End. I mean, obviously I didn't realize it, but like, huh. Obviously, we got a race to get Force Negation? Damn. We got a race for Spell Bomb here. I'm gonna Smallpox next turn. At least attempt to. Try to slow him down a little bit, you know? Man. I hate it, but I think it's still the right choice. And then we pitch Liliana. Force Negation again. Because we know they have Shardless Agent, so as long as they have a land here, I'm just going to concede. Double Force Negation's a son of a bitch. Alright. Leyline. Void Mirror. Path to Peril. Fatal Push comes out. Funeral Charm comes out. Shadow Spear can come out. Edict can come out. Dismember can come out. Cut 2 lilies. Yeah, I'll keep this. We have double. They skip through their turn. Nice. Ingot Chewer, Endurance, Curator, Violent Outburst. What does Ingot Chewer do again? Evoke, enter the battlefield, destroy target artifact. I'll just take Violent Outburst away from him. I might play Pithing Needle, naming Boseiju next turn. What does this thing do again? I have no reason to play the Spell Bomb yet. This rack will never trigger, by the way. But I just threw it down because it's going to make our Saga tokens bigger. So I don't think we're doing anything for a hot second other than Saga tokening. There goes the Elefante. Goes get them a Stomping Ground. Stomping Ground. Probably going to eat the Pithing Needle, I would assume. I don't know. They could just hold up Endurance, I guess. My guess is they're going to hold up Ingot Chewer to eat one of these tokens instead. I don't feel like giving them black sources. Is this Ingot Chewer? No? This is 5 to the face? Sure. Man, I would love to have a I would love to have an Orcish Bowmasters on the field right now. I think we're pretty well insulated. I actually might show them the Spell Bomb just because. Ingot Chewer, gonna eat. Probably one of the dudes, right? Yep. So we know they have Curator and we know they have Endurance still. Alright, I give it up. Just run it back. There's not a lot. There's not a lot in this matchup. I don't know. I guess there might be an argument for cutting a rack out and keeping Shadow Sphere in. It's probably a pretty good argument. It's not the best hand, but it's a hand at least. We're just going to Raven's Crime into Wrenchmind is all we're going to try to do. Kind of hope we draw a Saga so we can go fetch up. Dude, I think I have almost a 100% win record against Living In with 8 rec. I don't understand why this deck is playing so strong against them. All right, let's talk about the deck. It's 11:30. I need to do a little bit of house chores though before work. Let's talk about the deck. This deck is still sweet. I love 8-rack. I think we only lost to game history. I think we only lost to Rhinos today. Yeah, we played 4. We went 3-1 with Rhinos. We did go to game 3 every game, though, every time. Game 1, we got blown out by Living In. We took the back end of game 2 and 3, which tends to be the case a lot of the time against Living End. We beat Enchantress 2-1. Very close game 2, though. And then the first match, that Infinity deck had a crazy turn 2, and we were just too slow. I think 8-rack is still good. I think if I were to go to a modern tournament tomorrow, I'd probably just take 8-rack with me. It's what I'm most comfortable with. I think it's actually fairly well positioned currently. Also, shout out to Mr. Plague 7, who is a member here on the channel. When I went to look at what current lists are running 8-rack, their name popped up in the meta off to the side. So shout out to them for running this, for running 8-rack and keeping the dream alive with it, if you will. But anyway, so let's talk about the land, the choices, and everything like that. This is a really toolboxy deck, and you have to kind of adjust your list for the meta. And I'm not playing enough Modern to really give a meta critique. I'm not playing enough competitive Modern either to give a critique. If I were going to an FNM with Modern, with 8-rack, or if I was like, hey, can you come to this Modern tournament tomorrow? I'd be like, all right, this is probably very similar to the list I would take with me. I think the question comes down to, do I want 4 Bowmasters? And after running 3 today, I think the answer is maybe you just want 3. Maybe 3 is fine. Everything else is pretty good. Liliana the Veil I still like. I might consider trimming a Liliana for an extra main deck, either Fatal Push or Thoughtseize. I think 4 Inquisitions over 3 Thoughtseize might be wrong. I feel like maybe it's 3 Thoughtseize, but then again, most of the decks we played today, Inquisition was good. Right? Inquisition hit a lot of stuff. I definitely think you want 3 Pithing Needles in the 75. I think 1 Spell Bomb is fine if you're running 4 Ley Lines. I think you need a Board Wiper with Path of Peril is good. I think the real question, too, boils down to Void Mirror. Do you want Chalice of the Void or do you want Void Mirror? You know what I mean? I think that is a question. And I don't have the right answer for you. For me, Void Mirror has been... I feel like the matchups that you want Chalice over Void Mirror is Rhinos. And I think the answer is yes, you do want Chalice over Void Mirror. However, I think Void Mirror hits a lot more. It stops Evoke. It's not bad against Tron. And it's not bad against Rhinos. I've beaten Rhinos with Void Mirror before. It's a little slow, especially if, they ice you turn 2 and then turn 3 into Rhinos. Rhinos is just kind of a tricky matchup. And I think it's dependent on what you draw is what's going to get you there with Rhinos. Outside of that, I'm pretty content with the deck. Shadow Sphere, I think, is probably a necessity in this list at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this list. This is probably like similar to what I would be taking to a store if I were playing. The only thing I would really consider is maybe the mana base, cutting a Mishura's Factory for another Swamp or Silent Clearing. That's the only thing I would consider. I don't know if I want 4 factories. There's been too many times I've hit where I've not had double black. Doesn't happen a ton, but it does happen. So that's something to consider. Smallpox felt good today. Even though we didn't get to cast it, there were situations where I feel like it would be good if we needed to cast it. Just didn't get into a lot of situations where we actually needed to cast it. I think 2 Edicts in the deck is great. I think this card is just very versatile. The only question is if we want Feed this Clan or Feed the Swarm, the Destroy Enchantment, because although we played Enchantress, there are enchantments in the format that are very obnoxious for us to deal with. Leyline Binding, Blood Moon, the Kiki Jiki, the Mirror Fable, and the Mirror Breaker, or whatever like that. Those are all cards that are pretty obnoxious for us to deal with. So there could be something like a 1 or 2 of Feed the Clan on the side. but I don't know if I'd want to cut brutality for that. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to bounce for today. Thank you all for hanging out. Normally on Fridays, I do user deck submissions. I have Discord vote on them. This Friday, I did something a little bit different. I was really kind of in the mood for playing, instead of somebody else's brew, I wanted to play a deck that I like. And I'm not saying I don't like these decks uploaded, but I'm saying like a deck that I want to play, that I want to get rep in with or more familiar with, if that makes any sense. So what I did was I had the Discord vote on, is between this 8-rack, Gruul, Stompy, and Pioneer, Mono White Humans and Pioneer, and Pauper Coggates. And this is what was voted on. So if you want to be a part of that voting conversation, or just a conversation in general on our Discord, you can consider becoming a member. 99 cents a month or $1 a month gets you access to community Discord server, along with your name at the beginning and end of stream, and a credit scroll that you'll see here in a little bit. A bell a icon next to your name, and the stream custom emotes, member only emotes, all for only $1. Goes a long way in supporting the channel. And if you want to support the channel for free, best ways to do so is like, subscribe, share, comment. All that goes a long way in helping out the channel as well. If you want to watch me on Twitch, I'm doing Twitch streams a couple times a week. You can head over to twitch.tv/mixslash, link in the description. Follow me over there. Turn on the bell notification to be notified anytime I go live. Fridays, I've been doing movie watch-alongs, so that's fun. And then my other channel, LR Smith, is also in the description down below, where I'm making all kinds of different videos over there, I suppose. And yeah, so thanks everybody for hanging out. I will hopefully catch y'all in the future. Have a good weekend, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody.